Never make the mistake of allowing people to have so much power and control over you that you end up making stupid decisions. There are some people in the workplace that have quit their job because there's people either above them or at their level that have influenced them to a point where they gave up and they've quit their job. So much power given to the next person. So much power. Why? Because yes, workplace bullying does exist. It does. I'm not even downplaying it. But the truth is there are also mechanisms for dealing with such situations without you having to give a person that much power. True, environments also differ, but environments also influence how we live, how we work, and the decisions we make. Some environments are government, where there's more laissez-faire type of approaches, there's more nonchalant type of behaviors, but at the same time, workplace bullyism is happening within the government sector as well. Then there's the cutthroat corporate environment, where people are so mean that it goes beyond the work itself, it becomes personal. And that's when people start giving up. That's when people start giving people power and control over them. Then there's issues of depression. There's issues of unaliving yourself. There's issues of not being able to take it anymore. But the truth of the matter is, when you've given someone that much control, it's a pity that you start suffering the most. Because if you give someone the amount of power and control over you that you end up quitting your job, you must understand that whatever pension you've accumulated will not be enough because it doesn't align with your career plan. So what am I saying exactly? In the example of the workplace, I'm saying stick it out. I'm saying fight. Fight back. There are systems and mechanisms within the workplace that support you fighting back. So never give up, and never give up power and control and autonomy. Always fight for what you believe in and move forward with it. Even in the business environment, there are business partners that will sabotage the vision that you have. Mainly because you didn't start that business with them, so they don't understand the cultivation that you've brought forth in your business at that particular point in time. They don't. And it's a pity that they don't. But you got to fight. You have to fight. You can't give them that amount of control. The problem with giving people so much control over you is that the distraction becomes so big. Instead of focusing on what you are there to do, which is work, which is build, which is make decisions that benefit the direction of the organization, institution that you are working for, which is to align whatever performance standards and targets with the work that's happening on the ground. That's what you are there for. If you don't focus on that, you'll become distracted and you'll become a focus of those parasites in the workplace. So allow them to be, but don't allow them to be in control of you. Fight. Ilwa. You must fight, guys. Don't allow people to let you make stupid decisions that will impact your life forever. Any facet of your life. If your wife keeps on filling your plate with food and you are eating and finishing that food, when you are fat, don't come back and blame your wife for that, because you've given them control over what your stomach can take. Whereas in truth and actuality, you must be able to tell her that, no, I'm full. No, you've packed too much for me. You've dished up too much on my plate. I can't handle the amount of food that you've put on my plate. And look, I'm developing a tummy because of it. And when you met me, the guy you fell in love with, it's not this guy. So trust me, she'll back off. She'll know that that's not the way to take control over you. Another important thing is don't highlight your weaknesses to everyone, because some people take advantage of your weaknesses. And when they do, they take no prisoners. They take no prisoners. They will utilize that weakness against you. They will use it against you. So be careful who you tell your secrets. Be careful who you tell your weaknesses. Trust me, it will matter. So be it in health, be it in finances, don't give people control over you. Don't spend because your neighbor is spending. Keeping up with the Joneses type of syndrome. You don't need that. You don't need to be going through that nonsense. That's not for you to go through. Instead, yours is to focus on you, how much you earn, and what you're doing with your life. Because you'll be competing with someone who has an inheritance, but they're pretending the money is coming from all of their hard work. You'll be competing with someone who won the lotto. They'll be pretending it's all of their hard work. They'll demean you and they'll control you. You end up putting a pool in a house where you can't afford to maintain the pool. You end up extending your house to a triple story when you can't afford it. You end up moving to a neighborhood where the rates and taxes, you can't afford them. So ultimately, do the smart thing. Do the smart thing. And don't give people control over your life and your decisions. You came into this world alone. I'm sure you've heard that particular concept. You came into this life alone. You're going to leave alone. Whilst we're here in this journey, that's where we get to live, integrate, mingle, and work with people. We get to mutually benefit from the values that we bring forth and whatever value we add to the next person. But ultimately, when it's all said and done, you came in alone, you will go out alone. So whilst you're processing this entire journey, even within your relationship, don't give people control over your emotions and how you feel. When you know you're wrong, apologize. It's the right thing to do. Be empathetic towards other people. It's the right thing to do. Put yourself in other people's shoes, particularly when you've been in those shoes, and be sympathetic because it's the right thing to do. But ultimately, just take heed, take caution. Don't make permanent decisions for temporary situations. That's where I leave it. Don't make permanent decisions for temporary situations. I love you. I appreciate you, my starters, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys. Stay strong and push.